Oh shoot. Hey guys. So I promised that I would make an update and I'm outside. I just got home from school, yo. I have internet out here. The fuck? Okay. Anywho, any hizzle. I was gonna do an update. Like, it's November, October, September, August-ish when I got back from that camp thingy. So we're gonna start from July when I left, and we're gonna cover July through November in one video. So stick with me here. July 28th? Yeah. July 28th. Well, technically, somewhere in there. Don't remember to be exact. But mid to late July-ish, somewhere in there, I packed all my stuff and I got shipped to Alabama. I went to an outward bound wilderness expedition camp for teens and struggling youth. This camp was for boys and girls of across America from the ages of, I think, 15 to 18, something like that. 15 to 18 or 15 to 17. And it was to teach us about how to mature, I want to say, how to be a better teen, because in my sophomore year, which was last school year, I had issues and I had troubles and I didn't graduate from my sophomore class, so I'm struggling to recover that. So because of that, and because of my behavior at home and the stuff I was doing, my mom here in Florida and my dad up in South Dakota decided to send me away. So I had to pack a duffel bag full of stuff. And I live in Bradenton, which is by Tampa. And we had to go from down here all the way up over here. Well, yeah, to Pensacola, Florida. And then we had to meet at the airport, and then from there was two groups. There was A and Z. And they separated about 20 teens into these groups. And we got in a van, one of the scary kidnapper vans that you would see, and they drove us to Mobile, Alabama. From there, I started my 28-day wilderness expedition. We learned the in and outs of camping. There were no potties, no beds, no regular food, and no parents. I was skeptical at first, and I really didn't want to go, because who really wants to sleep in a tent in a sleeping bag for 28 days? So the first 2 days was training. We learned how to cook, how to set up tents, how to take down tents, how to pack, sorted our clothes, all that good stuff. And then for the next 12 days, we canoed down the Connecticut River, which is in Alabama. And obviously it's in Alabama, but it runs into Florida-ish. And that was an experience to be witnessed. There was 10 kids in my group and 3 instructors. And the 12 days was a lot. We stayed on sandbars, got eaten by bugs, canoed a lot. We woke up around 6 o'clock every morning, and we got up and we stretched and we ate And we had to pack our canoes and unpack our canoes every day. And in the beginning, it wasn't that bad. It was like 4 or 5 miles a day, maybe 7. And then about maybe 8, 9 days, maybe less, into our expedition, we started having issues. People are staring at me. Stop looking at me. I'm telling you the story. Awkward old people. And that was interesting. People started having meltdowns because when you're stuck with the same people for a while, they can get annoying. And we learned a lot about one another. I'm a ginger, obviously, and gingers and sun don't mix. I got really sunburned, but I'm tan. I look really pale in the computer, but I'm tan for a ginger. So yeah, 12 days, no showers. That was one of the worst things. No showers and no razors for girls. You know, shave your beautiful legs. We had to. They had soap, and we got like a palm full of soap to wash our whole bodies. But it was really counterproductive because you'd run into the river, dip, get wet, run back out, wash yourself, rinse yourself with river water, and then run back in the river. Really counterproductive because there's bacteria and stuff and icky stuff in the water. So then, after our 12 days, night paddling is something to be experienced. Night paddling, as you would expect, is at night. So we had headlamps. I have one in there, but it broke. And you wear them on your forehead and they shine. So we had that, and we had to paddle at night. And that was on those were the second to last days. We night paddled. Sorry, I littered. Don't litter, it's bad. We had our little canoe, and we night paddled. And we had this training, main, and final. And training was like where there's an awkward person. There's an awkward person just sitting there. I don't know who that is. Some little kid. Anywho, just keep going. Don't pay any attention to me. I'm just standing here. Bye. Ooh, you got into a car accident. Ooh, girl. Just kidding. Okay. Anywho, continue on. And it was a challenge to get to final. Maine. It was a challenge to get to Maine. We had to night paddle 14 miles. And it turned into night, and that was the longest day. And then we couldn't find a sandbar to sleep on. So they go, hey, well, let's pull over to this tree and we'll all sleep in our canoes. It was horrible. It was the most uncomfortable, wet experience. Me being me, I'm sleeping, sleeping in my canoe, out like light, and then all of a sudden, I rolled into the river. It's windy! Just kidding. And so, after that experience, we ended our mission on the river, and then we went to this little campground area, and it was our first view of civilization in 12 days. We saw actual people. Well, like, I'm an actual person, but like, other than the 13 people we had been living with for 12 days. And we had this little thing called a mini solo. And it's where it was in preparation for the big solo, which was 72 hours by ourselves. And so we had this little mini solo, and they separated us throughout this campground area. And we were by ourselves, and we had our little things. And that was 3 or 4 hours long. And then after that, we took an hour-and-a-half drive, get in the vans, took an hour-and-a-half drive in the vans, and we went to this deserted forest. It's a good way to describe it. A deserted forest. And they dispersed us in this mile area. And we had maybe a 12-foot by 12-foot space to ourselves. And you couldn't see anyone around. Like, you couldn't see your other friend for the most part in their little campsite. And they sent us here for 3 days, 72 hours, 72 hours. Hey, oh, I thought that was my mom. It's like, hey, it's my mom. She's gonna stare at me like I'm awkward. And so in that 72 hours, they gave us food, like a gallon-sized bag of food. And it had a bagel, a block of disgusting, the most disgustingest cheese. Oh, food. That reminds me. What we ate. In the mornings, we had granola, which I like granola. See? Oh, my neighbor's here. He's going to be like, what the fuck is she doing? Okay, I'm talking to myself because that's totally not awkward. But in the mornings, we had granola. And then there was this powdered stuff called cow pow. And it was kind of like a substitute milk, but not really. And then we had gallons of water that we were supposed to drink, and yada yada. And so, if you wanted cow pow with your granola, you had your little bowl, put your cow pow on top, and you poured your water in there, and it was disgusting. Don't ever drink cow pow. And then you had your dried fruit. And for lunch, it was tortillas. For dinner, tortillas. So, the 2 other meals of the day consisted of tortillas, and then like peanut butter and jelly on tortillas, tuna on tortillas, bean burritos on tortillas, which were disgusting. Everything was on tortillas and icky, and yeah. And then there for supper wasn't as bad because you didn't have to eat the tortilla. The only reason for the tortilla at supper was because we had one bowl, a fork, well, a spork. Batman? I don't know why that reminds me of Batman, but it does. And then we had a glass. And that's what you had for every meal, and you had your own to last you the whole entire trip. So, yeah. We had that, and so like the tortilla was to line our bowl. For the food, you put inside, so the bowl didn't get as dirty. And like dinners weren't that bad. It was like mac and cheese, Alfredo, chili, spaghetti, mac and cheese, chili, spaghetti. There's something else, but I don't remember what it was. And that's what we had to eat the whole entire trip. That was not just on the river. And then solo, we get our own little bag of food to last us 3 days, and that had a bagel, block of cheese, a thing of trail mix with M&Ms in it, an apple, and an orange to last us. Don't fall. Okay, you're good. To last us 72 hours. And we were supposed to put them like in a tree or something so people wouldn't, your ants wouldn't eat them because you know you're on a fort. There's a person. And so ants wouldn't eat them, and I put mine in a tree, and then I took my trail mix and I put it in my tent. Well, to say the least, the ants climbed the tree and ate everything else. So I had a little quart-sized snack baggie full of trail mix to last me 72 hours. Oh, and an apple, because I saved the apple. So after that, we had our taste of like legit food. Like we had hot dogs and Oreos and Doritos and soda and all that stuff. Ooh. Oh, ow. Walking, right? Okay. And yeah, that's what we had for supper, or our feasts. And then we got our first like shower-ish. They gave us like soap and we could actually wash our body in fresh water. No razor still, but gotta wash our bodies. And so then they packed the 13 of us in our vans, and we traveled 6 hours. 6 hours up Alabama to where Appalachian Trail is. I don't know. Do you know what that is? It's on the base of the mountains, the Smoky Mountains. And we stuck on our backpacks and we started backpacking up the Appalachian Trail. Yeah. Not what I was gonna say. That was interesting. And yeah. Really boring story, but you know. I'll put pictures at the end of this, of my expedition. And then we had community service 2 days, and we had seminars with our parents after that. And we came back home. And about a week later, I started school. Yay! I hate school so much. School sucks. It blows. I hate school. My school's shitty. If you're from my school and you're watching this and you know me, you know I hate school. So I started school, and for the first couple weeks I was doing good. My behavior was good. I stopped smoking, did all this stuff to better myself. And then I started hanging out with my old friends, and it went downhill. So, first quarter ended, turned 17 in September. 17 now? I'm a big kid now. Okay, turned 17 in September. Yeah. That wasn't anything to celebrate. No parties or anything, because I'm not important enough. Fuck you. I'm a motherfucking ginger bitch. And I started smoking again, obviously. And I started getting in trouble again, started some of my old habits. Then, October rolls around. My best friend, who's not my best friend anymore, and I decided to be rebellious. And we skipped a whole week of school. And we were stupid. And shit happened. And some weed got smoked, which weed is not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. May not be the healthiest, but it's not a bad thing. Weed, God gave us. Don't lace it, but you can smoke it. And so, yeah. And then, since October, things have just gradually been going downhill. Oh! And then in the past week, 2 weeks, well, last week was Thanksgiving. So the week before that, I was walking down from school, because I don't park my bike up at school because I smoke. And so I'm walking down the street, going to my bike from school, and take out a smoke, light it. Didn't realize, well, I thought I was off campus, but I guess I wasn't. One of our vice principals pulls up in his car, and he goes, "Are you smoking?" I'm like, "No, what are you talking about?" He goes, "Yes, you are." He goes, "How old are you?" And I did the stupid thing, and I said I was 18, which is really stupid because most of the whole entire school knows who I am and knows I'm not 18. So I'm surprised he believed me in the first place. But, you know, what can you say? So, that was the... Okay, That was the Monday before break. Monday. It was a Monday before break. So Tuesday, the next day, I come to school. I was supposed to go to the office apparently, but I didn't, you know. So I get called down to the office for my class. I go to class. I go to the office. Hey guys, what's up? And they sit me down in the discipline room. It's one of the disciplinaries. And I get yelled at. Bad. So then I get to go on a golf cart ride. Yay, right? No. They stick a whole bunch of people in the golf cart and me, and we go for a golf cart ride. And they show me where the campus ends. I was off. I was really still on campus, so that was my mistake. And then I'm sitting in the golf cart, and we get back into the disciplinary room. And one of the secretary ladies who was with us noticed these babies. Oh, wait. Yes. And they were fresh when she noticed them. Don't cut. It's bad for you. Just kidding. But, so, because I had been smoking on campus, A, because I had cuts on my arm, B, they had subject to search me. So they take my backpack, sit down on the table, and start emptying stuff out. They go through my gum box, and then they find my pencil case. And they're going through my pencil case, and they get down to the bottom of my pencil case, and there is an X-Acto knife. Heavens to Murgatroyd. I forgot that was in there. I didn't know it was in there. So, it's considered a weapon, which I can see, I can understand. So, technically you're supposed to get suspended out of school for 10 days. 10 suckers. But, because supposedly I was mentally unstable, they told me if I went to this rehab place called Manatee Glens, it was really awkward. People. Don't mind me. I'm just awkward. I'm hungry. I'm fat. Okay, so yeah. Then, what was I? Oh yeah, then they suspended me and I was mentally unstable, so I went to Manatee Glens. And they had they evaluated me and sent me home. So because of that, I got 5 days out of school and 5 days in school. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I was out of school. It's 4 days. Then we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, break. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's 9 days. Plus the weekend, which is 10, 11. Plus the other weekend, which is 12, 13. And Monday, this Monday, which is 4 days ago, something like that, was 14 days. Something like that. So I was out of school for 14 days. So then I had to go in school suspension, which I like in school suspension. More people. In school suspension isn't that bad because the ISS teacher his daughter is one of my best friends, and so we're like this. And I have this class for credit recovery, so I can actually become a junior like I'm supposed to be. That wasn't as graceful as I planned it to be. So I feel really far away. I'm gonna come up close. So that's where I've been. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, which was yesterday. Wednesday was yesterday. I'm in ISS. End of the day yesterday, I get called down to the office again, and guess where my ass ends up? In the disciplinary room. I sit there and I go, what did I do? And they told me that I didn't have my school ID 4 times in a quarter. 4 times! So guess what they did? They gave me 2 more days of ISS. So instead of getting out on Monday like I was supposed to Monday of next week, I have to stay in for Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So, what can you do? So that's been my life in a nutshell. And then people have asked me about piercings and stuff. Before I left for camp, I pierced my belly button. And then because I had pierced it so close to the point where I was leaving to camp, I wasn't going to be able to sanitize it and keep it clean like I'm supposed to. So I decided to take it out because I didn't want it to get infected and all that yucky stuff. So then I get back from camp and I re-pierced it. About 4 weeks ago, I was playing soccer for a tournament. I had forgot to take my jewelry out and tape and put a clear spacer retainer in, and it got torn out, and I have a scar there, and it's gone now, but it worked. And then I had gauged my ears. I don't know, I don't have them in. I took my gauges out for further to do again because I got broke and I didn't have any. I only had one pair of gauges in the size that I was at, and I got up to a 0. So I'm gonna wait till I get more money and then I'm gonna re-gauge them like next year. And so yeah, I had lip piercings, but I had to take them out for school because I got in trouble for that, of course, because we all know we like getting Morgan in trouble. And yeah, that's about it. My life's pretty boring. Not much happens that's fun to tell about. I mean, like, fun stuff happens, but when you tell about it, it's not as fun as when it happened. So, yeah. I really want to do something. There's nothing to do because there's a bunch of fucking old people. Oh. So, yeah. Christmas break is like in 26 days. Get another 2 weeks. Vacation. Yeah. Yeah. There's not really. There's a turtle over there. You can't see him, but there's a turtle over there. Over there. Over there. Right there. In that general vicinity. So I'm gonna go get him. Stay there. Guys, look! I have a turtle. He's all moldy. Look! Isn't he cute? I'm gonna name him Fredward. Turtle! Stay here, Fredward. There you go. Okay. Stay. Oh! He was a long ways out there. We need a bath. Okay. That was entertaining. I feel like doing sidewalk chalk. There's a weird noise. I don't know if you can hear it. Oh, today I had to break into my own house. So I left my keys in the ISS room. So yeah. I don't really have anything else to say. Leave me suggestions on videos to do, like question and answer videos. Follow me on Instagram. MORGIEPOO1534. I think. If that doesn't come up, it's 5683. It's Morgiepoo 15345683. I'll post it down below. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe, all that good stuff. Fredward came out of the shell! Guys, look. Look. It's Fredward. Hi. Come out. Hi there. Hi, you're cute. You're a cutie pie. Come here. Look. Hey, Fredward. Don't stare at me. Hey, Fredward. Hi. You're cute. I want to keep you, but my cat would like kill me, and so would my mom. He's so cute. I like turtles. Hey. Don't stare at me like I'm weird. I already know this. Yeah, me too. I know this. Yeah. Okay. I wish I was a turtle whisperer. Come out of your shell. Oop, I poked him. Oh, that's funny feeling. Okay. So, I have an itch. On that note, well, let's get back. Ooh, I'm all dirty. I'm all dirty. Sorry, Fredward. Okay. So, I think on that note, I am going to disappear. Just kidding. No. Oh, no. In 3, 2, 1. Bye, guys.